Goldilocks interviews Sonny Siaki. Everything I said about Jeff Jarrett being the world's worst Steve Austin, I apologize.
Yeah.
Because he's 1,000 times better at being Steve Austin than Sonny Siaki is at being The Rock. He's just nothing. He's just nothing there. He's doing this terrible impression, calling himself by the third person constantly.
Then he has to tell a joke, like The Rock. Yes.
The joke was, are you referring to the part where he credited Elvis Presley for beating women? That's where he liked Elvis?
No, there was another joke. I didn't write it down because it was so stupid. But it was something like, he had some catchphrase or something. Like, I can't remember. But it was stupid. And it wasn't funny.
Right.
And I was like, God, why does this guy have to be The Rock?
Take this in the spirit which it's intended, but there was a charm to The Rock in the way he insulted people and the way he was lecherous towards women.
Yeah.
But there was a charm to it.
Yes.
And there's no charm to Sonny Siaki at all.
No.
Hey, speaking of impressions, old L.A. Knight, on Raw Monday, The Miz, of all people, the bane of my existence, comes out. And Miz decides to do the first half of his promo mocking L.A. Knight, as in doing an impression of L.A. Knight.
Oh, boy.
This was the greatest thing Miz has done in his entire career.
Really?
I'm talking by miles. I mean, you got to go back and watch The Miz pretending that he's L.A. Knight. Like, he was so great. And not even pretending that, everyone knows that L.A. Knight is just ripping off Steve Austin and The Rock. I mean, he was great. So I recommend. And then he had to be himself again, and then it just kind of went off a cliff. But when he was being L.A. Knight, he was unbelievable. It was the best thing I've ever seen the guy do.
So it's Sonny Siaki versus Monty Brown.
Oh, my God. How long did this go?
Too long.
I didn't write it down here. I believe it or not, only 10 minutes and 14 seconds.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
Only?
Yeah.
Listen, I got COVID, okay? I'm all by myself in this house. I got nowhere to go. I got nothing to do. It still took me 4 separate attempts to get through this show. I'm not sure I made it through this before I had to give up and go, lay somewhere else. This fucking thing went on for years and years and years and years. And it just fucking kept going.
So, among the many problems with this, I think, and I'm by no means sure, but I think Monty Brown is a babyface.
I think he is.
Sonny Siaki is clearly a heel. He hates his partners. He hates his own gimmick. He hates the announcers. He hates the fans. They come out here and do a match where Monty grounds him and tears him apart for about 9 of those 10 minutes. It's Monty Brown, the babyface, holding Sonny Siaki down in a boring chin lock to set up Sonny Siaki's fiery comeback, which, when it finally happens, A, it's just stomps, and B, nobody cheers for him because he's an asshole. God!
And think about this. Out of all the people that the WWE wanted, they hired Monty Brown.
This was not the best Monty Brown.
Monty Brown had a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But
Okay, if you insist.
It was not on display here.
He was wrestling Sonny Siaki. He couldn't have a more boring match. And Sonny Siaki, when the very first day that he was with the Flying Elvises, he looked great. But now he has to be The Rock. And, golly mother.
Don West was the best worker in this match. He was screaming about how incredible this match was, and I believed him at one point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Salesman.
He never got me.
Yes.
So after taking the entire match, Monty makes a comeback. He's trying to hit a slam, but then Jeff Jarrett distracts him, and Sonny hits a low blow and gets the pin. So let's recap. Sonny pins Monty after Jarrett distracts him. Then the Bullet Bob and his matched Bullet, they come out and distract Jarrett, which lets Monty Brown attack Jarrett, and then Brian Lawler attacks Jarrett with a chain. You got all that?
No, but go ahead.
Okay.
Please don't recap.
Goldilocks interview Slash, and I wrote down his new friend.
Oh, my God. This is another one, dude. Everybody remembers the midget in the trash can. Nobody remembers the midget pulling a fucking firearm on Jeff Jarrett, okay? And you know what people really don't remember? They don't remember when NWA TNA in episode 11, is that what this was?
Yeah.
They debuted a character named Cobain, whose gimmick, as God is my witness, is I love suicide.
And heroin.
And heroin, yes.
His fucking name is Cobain.
Yeah.
And he loves, and I quote, the thrill of suicide.
It's even dumber, if I may.
Oh, please.
His exact sentence was, the thrill of suicide
Yes.
is what I live for.
Yes.
I'm going to say this again in case you think I screwed something up or I'm making a joke. No. The thrill of suicide is what I live for.
Yeah.
Now, I see where we're going, Brian. I do want to point out here, in August of 2002, Kurt Cobain was very much alive.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had a year and a half to go.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it's not as tasteless as it sounds. I was watching...
No wonder no one remembers it.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It'd be a lot much
God
worse.
damn. No, you idiot. April 5, 1994, you idiot.
Yeah, he
This is-
died
He'd
when we
been
were
dead
in
for
high
9
Oh.
years of suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I am a complete idiot.
You dummy.
I'm a complete idiot.
God.
Tidbit: they found his body on my 22nd.
I was going to say,
Hey,
there's
Mac.
absolutely
Yeah.
no conceivable way this came
We
before.
were in high school.
I agreed with you, Vin.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Oh, yeah. No,
God.
I forgot how goddamn old I am.
Jiminy Christmas.
I have my time, my brain. Okay, yeah.
You
no,
idiot.
I was
So
thinking
let's
a
start
year
over
after.
again.
Yeah.
They had a character named Cobain.
Yeah.
9 years after, 8 years after the death of Kurt Cobain,
Yeah.
whose gimmick was that I love suicide is what I live for. Was
Yeah,
his
yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Yes.
My brain's melted. That's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing I've ever done.
It's way up there, dude.
That's right there.
You
Way
sold
up
it
there.
so well. I agreed with you at first, Vinny.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So Cobain here says he dreams of overdosing on the nectar of his own pain. I howl like a dog in heat at the sight of my own blood. It's a game of life and death. Either way is fine with me. This is content-wise. The content is much darker, but the verbiage is straight out of NXT here.
It was like first it's Cobain and Slash. Okay? Slash has to cut some goofy fucking promo, which was straight out of NXT. Then we had Cobain talking about living for suicide. And then, I'm like, who in the fuck
Yes, you also looked it up?
is Cobain? Yes.
Yeah, who was it?
Oh, I just looked it up, and Lane Staley of Alice in Chains died a few months before this of a heroin overdose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
10 years to the day after Cobain died.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Playing the part of Cobain here in NWA TNA was Flash Flanagan from Ohio Valley.
What?
Flash Flanagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
This was Flash Flanagan.
Which explains why he was the best worker in the following match. So it's a four-way tag match.
So we couldn't have Slash and Flash.
No.
We had to have Slash and Cobain.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, Guns N' Roses and Nirvana absolutely hated each other, and they were rivals till the day Cobain died.
8 years between Staley and Cobain, Craig. Anybody else want to botch a fact? Jiminy Christmas.